really need to talk about tariffs? In 2025, President Trump imposed broad tariffs using the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA. He argued that issues such as fentanyl trafficking, immigration, and trade imbalances constituted national emergencies that justified emergency tariffs. That included the Liberation Day reciprocal tariffs that were announced in April of 2025, tariffs on imports from Canada, Mexico, and China tied to fentanyl and border security concerns, and all of those tariffs were challenged in court by businesses and states. This year, on February 20th, the U.S. Supreme Court decided the Learning Resources Inc. v. Trump case, and the court held in a 6-3 decision that Trump's tariffs were illegal. IEEPA does not authorize the president to impose tariffs. Congress has the constitutional power unless it clearly delegates that authority. However, the court did not rule that tariffs themselves are unconstitutional, only that this particular law, the IEEPA, did not give the president authority. The Trump administration formally terminated these tariffs on February 24th, and then on April 20th, about 2 months later, U.S. Customs Border Protection, CBP, launched the CAPE Consolidated Administration and Processing of Entries refund portal, which allowed importers and custom brokers to begin filing refund claims. And in early June, CBP accepted claims totaling nearly $90 billion for processing. This month, the Treasury data shows that $71 billion has already been refunded during May and June, and that contributed to a sharp increase in federal spending. Many of these companies have begun receiving large refunds. For example, the toy manufacturer Basic Fun reported receiving about 95% of its expected refund, and Ford Motor Company disclosed in public filings that it expected to receive about $1.3 billion in refunds. The company has not disclosed whether that full amount has been paid yet, but Ford did tell investors that this refund will improve its financial outlook, and it raised its annual earnings by about $500 million. Now Trump is imposing tariffs again using Section 301 of the Trade Act of 1974. They announced that these new tariffs are based on forced labor practices. These new rates are between 10 to 12.5% on imports from 60 different countries. These are the 17 countries that are listed at a flat 10% rate. These are the countries that are listed at a 12.5% rate. We are paying more for products because of these tariffs, and they are not going to be ending anytime soon because the Trump administration has found another law to impose tariffs. So you're not going to see a difference in prices being dropped. In fact, they may be going up.